Hello and welcome back to another character creation video. My name's Lumin and today we are jumping into Core Keeper. This is a mine-in sandbox adventure for 1 to 8 players in which you can explore an endless cavern of creatures, relics and resources. You can mine, build, fight, craft and farm to unravel the mysteries of the ancient core. You can also create a character. That's the most important thing. That's why we're here. So in this video we're going to jump in, we're going to make a world. We'll see what that entails. We'll jump in to make a character, customize it, see all the options available, and also look at the background choices that you can get. It's basically your starting class and all the rest. If you'd like to, you can jump between the different parts of this video by using the timestamps. You can also do a deep dive to discover more about the game itself by following the links in the description. With that all said, let's get started. You have a bunch of different world slots. You can pick one, enter a name, and you get to select a save slot icon. I guess this is also a part of the game's cosmetics, so we're going to look at all the icons. These are more than likely stuff that you can find in-game in some way, shape, or form. I mean, there's everything here. There's items, there's food, there's mobs and monsters. Everything. You could probably find something that you like. And it's a nice system, you know. You jump in, you pick something that sparks joy, and you can have a little happy time every time you select your world to start playing. It's cool. You know, it's cool. It's a decent option to include. Then you get to select the difficulty of the world. You can have a normal world, which is the standard mode of play. Then you can have a hard one where the monsters and bosses are harder, but they give extra rewards. Then moving on to the character creation. A lot of slots once again. You can pick to make a standard character, which is the intended way to play Core Keeper. They respawn after dying. Or you can go hardcore. Hardcore characters, when they die, they're gone. They're dead for good. So, hey, only pick this if you are feeling particularly brave. Customization. Let's do this. So, you get to enter a name. Right down here. I'll make it Lum. Then, you get to pick your body type. The body types, they don't change that much. You can, as I flick through them here, see that on what I assume is the female body type, they've got slightly bigger eyelashes, slightly bigger or more, well, detailed eyes, I suppose. I don't know if detailed is the right word. It's basically just slightly bigger eyes, a little bit more real estate there. It looks like they basically have some makeup on the eyelashes or whatever. And then they also have slightly smaller shoulders on the female body type. The male shoulders are a little wider. If you look from the back, it's just the shoulders that change. Pretty cool. I mean, it's fine. It's enough. And I'm going to tell you right here at the start that the body type does not change any of the other choices. Everything else here is exactly the same. So we're going to jump through all of these, have a look at them, and then we're going to randomize a bit so you can see basically what's available. Skin color. There are 4 different choices. There's a light skin color. You can go darker all the way to this. It's enough. It's enough. I think that with the art style that they have here, it's an interesting style actually, because it's very simplistic, not a lot of pixels involved, but they managed to shove quite a lot of detail into this very small package. I'm impressed by it. I like it a lot. They also added a lot of depth with that detail. You can see when you turn the characters that there's actually a lot going on here. I like it. I think it's really cool. In terms of the hairstyles, decent selection here. Once again, it's the same on the male and female bodies. There's some like spiky / messy hair. There's some longer hair. A little bit shorter. The longer hair is actually very long down the back. This one's a little bit shorter. It's like shoulder length. And there's a bun. I'll show you what this looks like on a different color as well, because I think this color is maybe not the best way of looking at it. This is like a middle / side path. This is spiky hair. So another middle / side path. The one is a bit shorter than the other one. Bald head. And back on the mohawk. Let's change the color quickly so we can look at it on a, let's just say, regular color. Jump through all these different styles again quickly. I think they look reasonably good. I do not think that there are extra cosmetic options like these in the game itself, but if this is anything like the other games of this style, then there's a good chance that you are going to be covering up almost all of your character very soon after you start playing. I don't know for sure, and I don't know if they offer actual, like, let's say, transmogrification options where you can, like, hide different parts of your outfit, but there's a good chance that you're going to be covering it up. So yeah, in terms of the hairstyles, I'm happy with it. It's good. Hair colors, also very interesting. I liked the fact that they strayed a little bit from the regular, or at least rather they added more depth to the colors. In other words, the blue isn't just like a plain blue with one shade only. They got a lot going on here. Same for the green. There's a lot of different shades of green in here. Lighter, darker, it all comes together to make quite a pleasing effect. Not that many colors though. There, we're already back at the start. I like that. That's beautiful. Eye color. I will show you what it looks like on the male and female body types, just to make sure you got everything covered. It's not a whole lot. You're basically changing the color of the 2 little pixels there and the 2 little pixels over there. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. There you go. Let's change the body type back quickly. So you think that there's more real estate for the eyes with the female body type, but not really. You got the same amount of pixels that you change in the color of. You've just got the eyelashes there to make it sort of look a little busier on the face. I don't know which one I prefer of the two. It's like, it's whatever, you know? It's whatever. Then, you get to change your outfit. Shirt. A few different colors here. I kind of like the options that they have. I like that they include the adventurers colors. You've got the brown, you've got the grays and the blacks, and you've got the off-white that I think everyone should consider as their shirt. I like it a lot. So you can sort of do, let's say, an Indiana Jones style where you could pick, like, let's say, an off-white shirt with the brown pants. And yeah, I mean, that just looks strapping. But that is actually all you change. You just change the color of both of them. The style itself of the outfit doesn't change all that much. There you go. I like it. I like the style. Yeah. Now, before we jump into looking at the backgrounds, we're going to randomize a little bit, have a look at the different options available. Or at least we'll have a look at what can be done with the system. I kind of like it. If you look at sort of the whole of the character every time you randomize into something new, the options, they come together, they combine to make something unique. I mean, you can probably differentiate yourself, make yourself unique from your friends. If you're playing with, you know, 7 other people and you're 8 players together, there's a good chance all of you are going to look quite different. No one's going to jump in here with the same ideas. But I like it. I really do like it. I think for the most part, I'm a big fan of the style of pixel art that they used. In terms of the amount of options that they have here, I mean, you could always say there's room for more. Easily, easily. Does it need more? That's where the debate will come in. Probably not. But I guess it is nice to have more. So there you go. That's some randomization. We can do a few more, just for good measure. That's kind of cool. Yeah. I like working on the contrast, like between the eyes and the skin and the hair. Can make some really nice looks. Yeah, okay. Then, the backgrounds. This is basically your starting class. It's just how you start the game. You know, you all sort of very quickly, very soon after you play, will be able to get all the other stuff that everyone else has. This is just how you are starting. It's the first few minutes of the game, basically. But it does sort of set you up with a role, so it's an important choice. First up, we have Gardener, a seasoned farmer with green fingers, eager to turn some soil. Their starting perks are 3 to the gardening skill, a copper hoe, and a watering can. The Fisherman is a patient fisherman with a fishing rod at hand and an eye on the lure. They start with 3 fishing skill, a wooden fishing rod, and 3 food rations. The Nomad is an ordinary person without starting equipment, but all the possibilities. Now, I'm not sure if this actually gets the points to spend, so you get 3 points that you can spend on whatever you want. I'm not sure if that's the way they do it, but I'm assuming that's how it works. So you start with the points ready to spend. When you get in the game, you can look at what's available and spend it there. I'm assuming that's the way. Explorer is an experienced traveler who always brings a few torches. Their starting perks are the run-in skill, a small lantern, and 3 food rations. No torches to speak of. The miner is a veteran miner knowledgeable about breaking down walls effectively. They start with mining skill, a copper pickaxe, and food rations. The 3 points in the skill seems to be pretty universal here. The fighter is a fighter with great self-defense and the power to defend their allies. They start with 3 melee skill, a copper sword, and food rations. A chef is a culinary expert preparing food for anyone in need. Their starting perks are 3 to the cooking skill, a cooking pot, and 8 mushrooms. And then we are back on the gardener. Kind of cool. I like that. I like the sound of all of this. And I like the idea that they seem to have this focus on team play and working with your friends. You can obviously play solo and you can most likely do everything you want all by yourself, but it's nice. You know, it's nice to jump in. It's nice to be able to say to your friends like, hey man, I want to do the gardening this time around. Why don't you you can go do the fighting. You can go do the mining. You can do all that other stuff. Just let me do my gardening. Okay? I like that. I like when a game gives you that option. So, that's basically it. I like the art style. I think it looks pretty satisfying. It is another case of simple yet satisfying, but they do actually, with the simplicity, also add quite a lot of detail to this teeny weeny little package right here. I was saying how I really like the depth. It has this depth, and it's mostly a depth of color, but it is impressive. It's a cool style. So yeah, I like it. Core Keeper. Dudes, check back here soon for more. Give this video a like and share it and do all that other good stuff. If you are jumping into the game yourself, please enjoy and let me know what your experiences have been thus far. If it's been fun, if it's been cool to play with friends, if it's cool to play alone, what kind of character did you make? You can tell me that as well. I'd love to hear. All the rest. Leave those comments. And again, check back here soon for more. Enjoy Core Keeper, dudes. Happy that.